Welcome back, everybody, to the Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty. So, season 3 over. We finished 9-4. At least we finished with a 3-game win streak, but very close to being fired. Very close. So, this season number 4 has got to be different. You can see what we're losing out on. Nolan Ray, one of the best players really in Purdue history, just with this one season breaking the rushing record for touchdowns. Graham's going to be gone. Branch, Harkless, a bunch of these guys. Seabrooks is going. So, once again, every year, kind of have to reload. I mean, what are we going to do at the quarterback position? Is Ben Washington going to be the guy next year? Not quite sure how it's going to work out. We're going to see what type of roster we bring in. Have to look at the transfer portal, obviously. Hopefully, Joyner will be back. Nicholas Shelley should be back. But we got to reload, and we got to get this team a lot more talented, get a little more athleticism, speed on the field, help out the defense, get the offensive line going, because season number 4 is going to be huge. We have to get big-time wins to excel this, program further. We can't just stay in that, 8-win, 9-win season. We have to get better. We got to get the double-digit wins. We have to win big-time games in the Big Ten to continue to move on. Because if you don't win these games, you're not going to get the guys you want to come in. You're not going to get 4- or 5-star prospects on a regular basis like Ohio State does, or Penn State, or Michigan, or Oregon. And we're going to have to do that to compete with those teams. So that is going to be a huge reason. We'll see what we can do this offseason. I'm not sure, but you could see we're going to lose out probably on a decent amount of guys here. I know we have 8 persuasion, I guess we would call them hours, but we'll use them up just to see if guys are going to return. But some of these guys, really don't mind if they leave. I'm not going to be hurt if they leave. You know what? I think I like Smiley Bradford. I do like Smiley Bradford. He has made some plays for us, and he has not been persuaded. So he's going to leave. Maybe Burhan. See if we can bring back the tight end. You got benched for Lions last year, but yeah, the speed with both of them, 79 and 78, they just really can't make a lot of plays down the field. He's not been persuaded. You know what? That's it. I think we're going to let everybody else walk here. It is what it is. So that is going to now change up, obviously, what we're going to do. Let's look at the draft results. Nolan Ray gets drafted in the 3rd round. So that should help us with pro potential in that position. It should. Should that help us? Now we can maybe add some running backs here. So what we've added is Dalton Harris. Obviously, these are all transfers, obviously. So he is a freshman, but a 4-star. So we're going to send the house on Dalton Harris. Gregory Westbrook's 4-star guard. Let's send the house on him. We got 240 hours left. Julian Johnson's a 3-star tight end. So we got to fill the tight end here because Antonio Meade is going to be a 3-star tight end with Burhan and Lyons leaving. Lucas Stein, another tight end. Charlie Collins is the biggest one here. I want Charlie Collins, obviously from Arkansas, big-time pass rushing guy. If we can add talent like that, especially to the defensive line, because we're going to face some great offensive lines, and we're going to have that talent to try to, combat that. Collins is a huge, huge get if we can get him. And then, obviously, just adding a few guys down here. You got Jaron Humphrey, another 4-star back. He's a junior. And then you got Ransom McDermott, the right tackle, a 3-star. So let's add some hours there. We still got 20 hours left. Let's just add that to McDermott. I think Redfield or Terranol, do 5. And let's do Redfield 5 as well. All right. Like I said, Collins, I think, is the best. I would love to get Harris or one of the running backs would be great. All right, so we got some commits. Alex Klutz is going to commit, the 3-star quarterback who could be the starter next year. He looks pretty good. Cliff Pears, 3-star Sam linebacker. He commits. Nate Price, the 3-star wide receiver, commits. So we get a little more. Now, taking a look at this, we still have guys, obviously, originally on our board, incoming freshmen. We got to set up some visits for sure, but, a couple of these guys, we're the only team that has had an offer out, so we should be solid. Cobb's going to be close. North Carolina actually has a big lead there. Clint Burrow, we're good. Fogel, I think we're solid. Yeah, we're the only one that has offers out. So unless somebody comes out of nowhere, which we can kind of react to that, we're Dalton Harris. We are number 1. Michigan right there at number 2. He has conference prestige we got, but it's championship contender is going to be his. So that's a big thing there. You got championship contender. So Harris is going to go in as a sophomore next year. So as a championship contender, that's the thing. We're going to have to, if he comes here to Purdue, we're going to have to play well enough to keep that championship contender grade up, or he's going to be gone and within a season. So we really have to worry about that. Johnson, we can send the house. We still have 235 hours. McDermott, we got a really big lead. I mean, almost we can probably very close max out a bunch of these guys and set up visits. Yeah, Humphrey, we can just definitely send the house. We got plenty of hours right now. Yeah, Redfield, same thing. Might as well just do as best as we can to max out the hours. No good. Mount, we're up to number 5. So let's take all friends and family. Let's definitely just send the house on Antonio Mount. And obviously, I'm not going to scout these guys. They should be decent enough that it works out. Stein, we're number 3. Antonio Meade, we're down at number 6, but we're on the rise. Let's take the friends and family off. Let's do just max it out and send the house. Probably could do that for Stein as well. So let's send the house on Stein as well. See, Freifogel, I mean, we can definitely probably do a hard sell, but let's just send the house on Freifogel. All right. I know we have 95 hours left, but we really don't need a whole lot. We can maybe look at somebody else, possibly. All right, we added 3 guys. Cube Gurley, a 2-star cornerback. We'll send the house on him as well. Eric Singleton, a 3-star cornerback. Can never have enough corners. Let's offer scholarship there. And Eric Wheat's a 3-star corner. Let's offer him a scholarship. And then we'll do just add the 5 hours there. All right, let's sim the week. More commits. Ty Durbin, 3-star right tackle, is going to commit. That is going to be it. Looks like Humphrey has locked us out. He's reached his top 5. We don't make the top 5. And Eric Wheat, who we just added, hoping to get up there, but we do not. He is locked out as well. All right, let's head on to the next week. See, I'm hoping some of these incoming freshmen start to, I mean, if you had that high of a lead, just commit, give me the extra hours. I can work on some of the portal players. Deontay Cobb, this one's going to come down to the wire. I mean, North Carolina has a really good lead. Clint Burrow, we're looking solid at the moment. Just max that out. Yeah, Freifogel, we should be good. Khalid Bowie. Like that. No other visits, no other offers. Let's go, man. Dalton Harris, we've dropped down to 2, so Michigan is right now at number 1. Should we do a week 3? Let's do a week 3. We have a complimentary visit as well. Let's do conference prestige with the complimentary visit. Honestly, we could probably do, we end up hard selling. So maybe we can jump Michigan there. Gregory Westbrooks, right now at number 3. Johnson at 2. Let's schedule a visit there for week 4. And we'll do definitely playing time. Well, we could do proximity to home. That's A+ as well. See, they need playing time. One of those things, it's based off of the positions you have. But if I could go on there and say to a guy, hey, you are going to play. I know the playing time is a C+. But if you come to our school, you are going to be the starter coming in. I wish you could do kind of promises like that. That is one thing I think they need to add back in. I think they used to have that back in the day, is kind of like promises. Hey, you're going to get this many carries. You're going to get this many, catches, or you're going to play, 90% of the snaps. Something like that. They need to add in promises next year, and that would really help recruiting as well. Because some guys that probably, maybe they're locked out a little bit because based off of what you have on the depth chart, they're like, well, I'm not going to get any playing time. But as the coach, I can say, hey, don't worry about that depth chart. You're going to be number 1 on that depth chart, and you're going to be playing. And I think a lot of guys will be like, okay, yeah. If I know I'm going in this starter, I will play. And it happens all the time. Guys go in thinking they're going to be a starter, and they are the starter. They play well. And some guys are the starter, don't play well, get benched, then maybe transfer again. So I just wish they had kind of promises in there. That would be, I think, a good idea. As Clint Burrow, the 3-star right edge, is going to commit to us as well. Let's sim out the next week because nothing really changed. And here we go. Final week of recruiting. And let's see all the commits. All right, Adrian Uzama, the 3-star right tackle. He will commit. Continue to build that offensive line the best we can. Dalton Harris, we got him. We beat out Michigan. We get the 4-star halfback. That's huge, too. Like I said, he's only a sophomore coming in this year. Tony Amee, tight end, he will commit. Glenn Crow, the 3-star right guard, will commit. Khalid Barron, 3-star defensive tackle. Doug Freifogel, the right edge, 3-star. Khalid Bowie, the 3-star back commit. Taryn Newell, the 2-star wide receiver. He's a speedster. Antonio Mount, the 3-star Mike linebacker, will commit as well. All right, this class is looking a little bit better. Julian Johnson, the 3-star tight end. Because when those 2 corners decommitted, I was so worried. And Charlie Collins, we got him. I think that's a huge get. Huge get. Comes over from Arkansas. And, man, this is huge. That adds a big-time pass rusher. You know, with Seabrooks gone, he's better than Seabrooks, in my opinion. Better. So, this is a huge thing. Cube Gurley. What a name there. Cube. 2-star corner. Just has some depth. Ransom McDermott, the 3-star right tackle, comes over. Eric Singleton, the 3-star corner, comes over as well. Okay. We lose out on Deontay Cobb, who was going to North Carolina, and Gregory Westbrooks, the 4-star guard, ends up going to Penn State. Yeah, that's just tough, especially when he's from Aliquippa, PA. So, you know, close to State College. All right, let's look at the classes. Georgia's 1, Ohio State's 2, Clemson 3. And we end up actually with the 29th strength of class, which coming into the final few weeks of the season, when you have 2 4-star corners decommit from you, you're thinking, oh, we're done. We're done. But we get a 5-star in Gilliam, our first 5-star guy. And let's take a look at the dev traits for all these guys. Uzama's going to be a normal. Glenn Crow's going to be a normal. Khalid Barron's a normal, so nothing crazy yet. Freifogel, normal. Gilliam is a star. More than likely, he's going to start as a true freshman. Westbrook is a normal. Grakowski's a star, the 4-star center. Alex Klutz. So he's a gem quarterback, crazy throw power. He's a star dev. I think he's going to start. Clint Burrow's a normal. Ty Durbin's a normal. And Wade Fullerton is actually a star as well, the 3-star quarterback. But I like Klutz a little bit better. More throwing. He's more of your dual threat quarterback. So I think he's going to beat Washington. Oh, Jaden Studio has upgraded to an impact dev. Obviously, he was a transfer last year, stays on. Going to be the starter this year. And Cube Gurley is an impact. Okay. Let's look at the training results. Now, this will be huge because if Washington goes up a lot, but he is only a normal dev, so I don't think he's going to go up a lot. Okay, he went up +3. Dot goes up to a gold. I don't know. I'm still thinking of the true freshman Klutz. Harris is up to a 90. So he comes over. He's a sophomore. He's a 90 already. Yeah. He is going to be a 95 speed. Does that say +5 speed? So he's up to a 95 speed now. We might have got a big get there in the portal because I know championship contender was his deal breaker, but if we keep that is, look at Isaiah Null, +15. So the redshirt freshman Isaiah Null, he's going to start. He is going to start. So Meade is up to an 82 now, 86 speed. That just adds so much athleticism to the tight end position, which we did not have before. Thornhill goes up +6 to a 78. This will be key for our offensive line. Easley, senior, the leader of this offensive line, 82. Will probably start the true freshman at center. Guard, but we have a bunch of tackles, so we can move guys around. Oh, Nathan McDermott didn't go up at all. Brian a +5. All right, so we'll have to move some guys around a little bit. Collins is up to an 86. I think he's just going to make such an impact on this defense. So Matthew Sweet and O'Connell. Sweet will probably be in there. O'Connell mix it up a lot with the 95 strength. Moore and Dorian Breeze went up +5. So we missed, the remaining 3 games of the season last year. Jaden Studios up to an 80. Mount a 77. Deion Tiffin, I think I'm going to get him more in the pass rushing. I've seen, some of his finesse moves look very, very good. Scales up to making some moves. All right, Hundori Hines is up to an 85. Otay is 77. So that's good. We got a solid corner there. The true freshman safety will start there. And I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Is it Mirable? He looks pretty solid right now at 86. So we have some upgrades here. We might as well use it on recruiting before we start the season. Transfers are more interested on maybe starting interest from defensive linemen. That would help out because we really got to build the lines. We got to build an offensive line. We got to build the defensive line. Like I said, Collins helps. Dorian Bree's looking pretty good. But if we can have just a plethora of defensive linemen and absolute game changers up front, that makes it absolutely huge difference. Honestly, in this game, that's big difference. That and probably linebackers. All right, let's take a look at the schedule. So we start off with number 4 Pitt, the team that was in the national championship. They ended up losing, but we start off with Pitt, and then we have an FCS team kind of to help out. Normally I'd probably change around the FCS game, but with a true freshman quarterback coming in, I just want to, get something rolling. Then we go to USC, then Michigan at home, at Illinois, Notre Dame then at home, at Rutgers, Northwestern home, at Michigan State, take on Iowa, take on Nebraska, and at Indiana. What do you notice on this schedule? No Ohio State, no Penn State, no Oregon. We have to take advantage of this season. We have to take advantage. Without those teams on our schedule, it's not bad. It's looking like Pitt, obviously USC and Notre Dame may be the toughest ones. We'll see about Nebraska possibly, but man, that's going to be big. As we take a look now at our initial board. We'll see this obviously is going to change a lot, but the narrative you're going to see is a lot of defensive linemen, a lot of, edge guys looking for pass rushers, a lot of offensive linemen. So that's what we're looking at right now. And these are the first 4. I always put the gems at the top of my board, obviously. Sean Jocelyn, a 4-star right tackle gem. Like the pass block power, looking pretty good there. Devon Lord is a 4-star defensive tackle. Love the 90 strength, 82 power moves, looking pretty good there. George Owusu, he's a 4-star D tackle, the 91 strength, 85 tackle, more of a run-stop guy. We got a 4-star guard here. Let's take a chance at this name. Manu Malauna. All right. Any name like that, I'm just, 93 strength. I'm just thinking you're going to be an absolute beast. There's no doubt about that. Juan Kent, the 4-star edge, 83 strength, 87 acceleration, 84 finesse moves, 82 speed. That's a game changer right there. Malachi Ballsby, he's a will linebacker, 83 speed. He's got 74 zone coverage, 71 man. So that's pretty good. Dexter Sampson, a 4-star wide receiver. The speed, not the greatest, but his route running's really good. Really good. Kyle Bram's another 4-star speedster receiver at 92 speed. Same thing, route running ability's looking good. Keenan Benedict is a 4-star wide receiver. Got 88 speed. Matt Quick, but he only has 86 speed. Kind of fools you there. Quentin Forney, he is a 4-star right guard. 87 impact block, 82 run block finesse. Everything else needs work, but looking good. All right, Dominic Williams. 5-star corner, 80 zone coverage. He's not really, we don't have him in the top 10 right now, but that's one of those guys I'm kind of just going to try to work on. I don't want to do a lot of those guys. There's only one, and that's the guy. If we can bring in a 5-star corner, that would be absolutely huge. Del Boyd at edge. Zach Tobin, a 3-star free safety. Solid with 89 speed. Tyler Pepper, a 4-star wide receiver, 93 speed, 81 deep route, 81 immediate route, 87 spec catch. And Fanaka, a 4-star edge, 83 acceleration, 84 strength, 83 block shed, 81 tackle, not bad, 80 hit power. So that's our initial board to start the season. Obviously, that completely changes in the next 4 or 5 weeks. But here we go. We will start season number 4, taking on the team that was just in the national championship the previous season. Right now, ranked the number 4 Pitt Panthers. Let's take a look at our depth chart, though, to start the season. Alex Klutz is going to start. He is going to be in there. I'm giving him the shot. Ben Washington, I just lost trust in. I know he's, have a lot more experience in a game like this, but I'm trusting in Alex Klutz. I'm trusting in Dalton Harris. He's going to be the starter. Gabriel Joyner, Nicholas Shelley right there at 2 and 3. Wide receiver. So Corey Smith comes back, the leader here. Tramar Harris. And now Isaiah Null moves up. And then you got, oh no, you got a bunch of guys down here, but I mean, I'm really interested in Isaiah Null and see what he can do. Tight end, you got Antonio Meade. You got Julian Johnson, transfers, Justin Sherman. Now, offensive line wise, we got Ransom McDermott, the transfer. He's going to play left tackle. Easley's going to be at guard, at left guard. Center is going to be the true freshman, James Krudzkowski. He will be going in, probably star dev. At guard, we have Nave Jr. And then at right tackle, we got Kerry Thornhill will be at right tackle. So we kind of flip the right and left tackles there. Edge, you got Charlie Collins, obviously, and Keegan O'Connell there for kind of run-stopping abilities. Up front, you got Dorian Breeze, Marcus Moore Jr. Linebackers right now, you got Jaden Studio, Antonio Mount at the mic, and then the will, you got Tylan Scales, who really performed well. But those, it's going to be mainly Scales and Studio out on the field as we play more of a 4-2-5. Niles Westbrook, the true freshman corner, right now at our nickel. We'll see. That could be fluid as well with the 5-star free safety, true freshman Alex Gilliam in there. So I think in the back half, we should be pretty solid. As for a pass right now, yeah, Collins for sure. And then you got Sweet. But I think I'm going to bring in Deion Tiffin as well. I mean, you can see down there he's a 76 overall, so I'll probably move him in there as well with Keegan O'Connell, Dorian Breeze. We'll bring in more. We'll kind of switch those guys out off and on, kind of a rush D-tackle up front. Possibly put Charlie Collins in the middle as well, trying to kind of switch things up. But here we go. Start of season number 4. A big opportunity here. Taking on the number 4 team in the country. Obviously, preseason rankings is such a joke. But this is a team that just went to the national championship last year. So a real chance to prove ourselves here with a true freshman quarterback. Let's see what we can do. As Zabulin Kinsey is here at quarterback now for this Pitt Panthers team, as their quarterback last year won the Heisman, takes him to the national championship. He's off to the NFL. So they are retooling as well, as Dorian Breeze makes a really nice play there. And a 3rd and 10. Underneath, caught wide open. What happened to the defense there? Nobody in the middle of the field. It's going to be interesting because Jaden Studio, he's up to impact dev. He won up, but he lost his job last year to Scales, but coming through with the sack, bring the safety down. So I want to see what Jaden Studio can really do. Does he hang on to that job? 3rd down and 8, and coming through, speaking of, Jaden Studio shoots right through, all out blitz, works out perfectly, get the sack, and that's a Pitt punt. Here comes the true freshman quarterback, Alex Klutz, and he takes off. And he's got a big run of 31 yards and a 1st down. That is what he can do. He has got some wheels on him. Now, obviously, you're going to have to throw the ball as well, but if you can hand this ball off and get 1st down runs just like that, get this running game going, is Dalton Harris with 11 yards. 3rd down and 2. Back to Harris, just give him the ball. Got to be confident on those 3rd and shorts with this run game, as Harris has got the 1st down. But we're driving here to the 16. Klutz to throw. Has an open receiver. Caught. Corey Smith with the grab, and he's down to the 6-yard line. That's what we need. These receivers got to really help out this true freshman quarterback. As Klutz has got some room, he takes off. Touchdown. First drive of season number 4, and the true freshman QB is in. I'm hoping we see a lot more of that. I think he has so much talent, obviously with the star dev as well. If we can just, this guy has a chance. You know what this reminds me of? I know it's number 8. He's reminding me of Lamar Jackson. That's high praise right now. I would love him to turn in what Lamar Jackson did at Louisville. That would be just Heisman Trophy winner, just absolute beast. Man, he's kind of looking like that here in the first drive. Hopefully, we're hoping. 2nd and 10, pressure from Dorian Breeze leads to the bad pass. Dorian Breeze looking pretty good. Obviously, missed the final few games with injury last year, looking a lot better. As we bring the heat again, looking down the field, misses the throw incomplete. And I'm fine. I'm almost trusting the downfield coverage this year. Let's bring some heat, bring some blitzes. I think that's, that'll help out our defense. As Klutz is just going to take off, he sees some running room and he slides down. Already at 66 yards. Look at Dorian Breeze on the sideline, egging him on there. That's awesome to see. It's kind of cool. Just waving him down the sidelines. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Harris. Has got the carry. 1st down. Running game looking solid. Big 3rd and 10. What can the passing game do here? Just a 4-man rush from Pitt. We go underneath. Caught Tramar Harris. He's got some running room, and he's got a first down up to the 28-yard line. Those will be the big downs here. You know, when you have to throw to see what the true freshman quarterback can do. So steps up on a 1st and 10, and he finds his new tight end, Antonio Meade. He has the grab and a first down. Really solid second drive here. But another 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Pitt's just going to rush 4. I'm surprised as Klutz is going to step up himself, and he's in for the touchdown. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns for the true freshman. And we got a 14-0 lead. I'm really surprised on these 3rd downs that Pitt is just rushing 4. They're not really getting too much pressure. You'd think they bring blitzes, especially with a true freshman quarterback. You try to confuse them a little bit. I'm really surprised. So Pitt down 14-0. We got a solid lead, but we got to hang on here. I mean, still early on. We're only near halfway through the second quarter. As Kinsey to throw to the outside. That is caught. A nice tackle there because he was possibly gone. Pitt's best drive of the game. They go underneath. That is caught. That was some coverage. We were right there, just missing out. But that's a catch, first down by Jose Booker. 1st and 10 now from the 20. Caught by the tight end who breaks off a tackle. And Calvin Clay's got a first down here for Pitt. Trying to answer back, get their first points of the season. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Touchdown, Pitt. And they get right back in this game. That looked a little easy, kind of right down the field, making some throws, in for the touchdown, Alfonso Brand. All right, we got 2 minutes left, though, in this first half, all 3 of our timeouts. Look at the pass pro there, and floats it perfectly. He's got Tramar Harris down the field, and a huge pass play down to the 28. And that play was made possible because of that pass pro, allowing that route to develop. Looking good. Klutz this time stepping up. He is going to be brought down for the sack. First sack there for Pitt. So loss of 4 back to the 32. This time just a 3-man rush. Steps up, finds his receiver, caught Isaiah Null with the catch. And Pitt's actually going to call a timeout here to try to conserve some time for their offense. 1st and goal. Hand up the middle, touchdown! Harrison for the score. And that was quick. 2 big pass plays down the field. Wow. This offense looks explosive. We got some speed everywhere. A little bit different. Looking a little bit different here. 21-7 lead over Pitt. They still have a minute left here in this first half. 1 more timeout. They're trying to add points of their own. They dump it down underneath. Caught. And I don't think he got out of bounds, but the clock obviously stops to spot the ball. 40-some seconds left, 3rd and 10. Firing, oh man, on the outside. We had the coverage. I don't know why I just don't try to knock that down. He overran it a little bit, maybe look for the pick. But 14 seconds left. Pressure, we can't get to him. He just throws it away. So 9 seconds left here for Kinsey and this Pitt offense. They're right there in field goal range. And he just floats it up. What are you doing? It's going to be picked off. Alex Gillia, the true freshman, his first ever interception. I don't know what Kinsey was throwing there. The safety's back. You're just lobbing it up. You're in field goal range. That's a terrible move. But we'll absolutely take it, and we'll go into halftime with a 21-7 lead here over the number 4 Pitt Panthers. Man, talk about balance. 128 yards passing, 128 yards rushing. Owning time of possession by just a tad bit, obviously. Yards per play at 9.5. 4 third down conversions. We got a chance here to start off this second half to really build this lead as Gabriel Joyner getting his carry first down. Can't forget about Gabriel Joyner. He's definitely a playmaker of his own. Another 3rd down chance here. 3rd down and 8. Looking and could have had the man over the middle of the field, just didn't throw it in time. Hitchcock is there for the sack. So Pitt gets a stop, forcing our first punt of the season. And now here comes their offense, but Deion Tiffin, telling you, this guy's got some ability. Solid finesse moves, got some really good speed. It's going to be a holding call, which will decline. I'll take the sack. 3rd and 14. This defense is just firing. Down the field, we got coverage though. It's knocked away, incomplete, almost picked off by Westbrook. He almost picked that one off. The freshman. Freshman's making some impact here today. That is what you want to see. 1st and 10, they're going to dump this to Calvin Clay, who got some blocks. The tight end down the field. Can anybody catch him? Can Westbrook get him? He cannot. And Calvin Clay on an RPO to the tight end is in for a Pitt touchdown. Wow. So a quick 3 and out from our offense. And first play, they just take it like that for the TD. All right, 21-14. We got our ball game now as this Pitt defense is now starting to step up. Nothing there on the run. 3rd down and 11. Klutz to throw, looking. Nobody really open down the field. Tries to take off, but they're all over it. And that is another 3 and out from our offense, who's just gone cold here in this second half. But it's going to be up to this defense. It scales with a nice tackle there. Brings up a 3rd down and 5. RPO screen to the outside, but we're all over it. That did not work at all as this defense gets a 3 and out of our own. We head into the 4th quarter. This offense has done absolutely nothing here in this second half as we take off there with Klutz, who picks up around 7. Brings up a 3rd down and 3. Looking, Klutz, and he's going to be brought down. Got to trust a little bit more in the production, but that's kind of a freshman quarterback for you. You just got to trust the protection, hope our guys get open. But once again, another punt, man. Dorian Breeze just threw down his offensive line at the guard. He just threw him to the ground. Forces him to get out of the pocket. Down the field, incomplete. 3rd down and 10. We bring the heat this time. Floats it up. Hines is there to knock it away. Incomplete. And our defense, once again, steps up. Gets a stop. Still a 21-14 game. We're going to dump it down to Julian Johnson for the grab. Close to another 1st down. Just about in field goal range as well. We're really close. 3rd and 2. Underneath, Julian Johnson again. He has the catch and a big 1st down. Just got to add some points here. Field goal would be absolutely huge. 1st and 10. Hand off to Harris. Cuts it through. Finding the room. And Harris with the 1st down run to the 15. So we're down to the 9. 3rd and 4. We're going to run it with Klutz. Klutz just close, but he gets hawked back, and the ball is loose. Recovered by Pitt. What happened there? We were so close, and then he got knocked back. I thought the play was going to be over. He loses the ball. Pitt recovers. We get nothing out of it. It's still a 7-point game. So this Pitt offense has a chance, but Deion Tiffin chases him down as McDermott is okay. Just a foot contusion. We'll be able to return. 3rd down and 9. Looking down the field, but there's 2 guys back there. We knock it away, incomplete. Coverage looking very good. So the turnover doesn't matter. They don't get anything out of it, but it takes away points. But now this offense has got to get something going as Null with a great grab. Nice move, kicks up the 1st down. 3:19 left in this game. 2nd and 10. Outside, great throw to Null. That's what you want to see. Klutz looking good, 1st down. Surprise Pitt's they're probably gonna start using timeouts here shortly, as Klutz is gonna keep it himself. Has some running room. Hangs onto the ball. You can see covering it with 2 hands. He's got the 1st down. He's got 95 yards on the ground, and Pitt uses the timeout. He's got 1 left. Harris. That'll be the final timeout for Pitt. So honestly, right now, I am really thinking about running the ball. But you know what? Let's try to get this touchdown. We step up in the pocket looking, and it's going to be incomplete. So we'll bring out the field goal unit here. Kick is up, and it is good. So a really good drive down the field. Add 3 points. It's a 2-possession game. Pitt has no more timeouts. So even if they go down and score here, They're going to have to onside kick. But here we go. What can this defense do? They go underneath to Calvin Clay. He is short. And they won't get one more play off before the 2-minute timeout. So 2 minutes left here in this game. 3rd down and 2. Kinsey to throw, and he completely, I don't know what that was. Incomplete. 4th down and 2. This is kind of your ball game if they don't get it here. And they're going to try to run it, but what a play from Jaden Studio. Just shot through the gap, and that'll do it. We upset the number 4 Pitt Panthers here today to start off the season, 24-14. And really, Alex Klutz looked very good as a true freshman quarterback, but gives so much credit to the defense because this offense did nothing in the second half. Nothing. We had 2 good drives down the field, a fumble and a field goal. That's all we got out of it. The defense just held their own. They looked so good today. It just looked faster. Coverage was good. Safeties actually made plays, which sometimes is a rarity in these games. Man, it just looked like we looked good. We looked at, like I said, a lot more athletic on the field. Because, yeah, Pitt, I mean, who knows how good Pitt really is. They lost a lot of their guys, obviously. But they're still the number 4 team in the country. They still went to the national championship last year. So, I don't know. It's a big win. LeBourne were first. Wade were first. Kijier were first. A lot of these 4-star. Jocelyn, yeah, you win. This is what I'm telling you. Win these games. You're going to be in favor of a lot of these guys. You have to win these big games. And that's a big win. That is a big win against Pitt, no doubt about it. We've had big wins against Notre Dame. We have to get the in-conference big wins. And I think the biggest one we're going to have is probably the USC game in week 4. But that is how we'll start season number 4. Looking solid. We'll got the FCS coming up next, but, that will probably get through that quickly. But what a start to the season. I'm really liking Alex Klutz. He looks like a fantastic, talented young quarterback. Defense looking solid. Hopefully this is the season. With the schedule we got to take advantage, and hopefully this is the season we can get some serious stuff done. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your college football Saturday. But leave a like, comment down below. I'll see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.